Howdy, howdy, we are doing a livery. It's a bit late, but I'm up, I'm awake, it needs to be done. It's gonna be my livery for a GT Champions race coming up in a week's time. Every week our car changes. And with that, I was racing with a team that for reasons beyond my control, and that team's kind of dissolved from the series. I'm now independent. Had a few team offers, but I figured I'd just represent the sponsors and stuff of the group that I've been racing with instead. So we need to buy the Audi, the is it the EVO? That's it there. Hey Daniel K, how you going, mate? Yeah, long time no see. I was streaming all the time, but now I'm only streaming a couple of times a week. How have you been, sir? How's your gaming and streaming adventures going? Just doing a livery for my GT Champions race coming up in a week. Every week the cars change, so this time it's the Audi here. I think I'll keep the original spoiler. Yeah, last time we spoke, you said you were going to step away from GT7 and just stream a bit of whatever you decide to play at the time. Hope that's going good for you now. You have more freedom. Alright, now we need to decide how we're going to do this and what we're going to do with it. One thing I do always like to check out is what the other is on the car first. And that way I can kind of figure out what I'm going to do with that. And it's interesting that you get that down the front there too. Okay. Well, that's included in the windows there. You can do the whole rear wing. So the arms are included in the rear wing. Oh, and all down there on the front's included on bonnet. It's going to be interesting to say the least. I continue streaming custom championship races for IMSA currently, but at the moment invested in F1 Manager 23, running Haas, also doing WRC streams. Nice. I'm still doing, well, I mean, I'd say I'm still doing SnowRunner, but it's been on the back burner for quite a while. I say I do this a lot and Fallout every now and again. But mainly this. 95% of what I do is this. Alright, there's a few livery requirements we've got to hit. I don't know what to do with the back, because there's normally some things that we've got to put on the cars. I'm just trying to pull that up and have a look. Looking at adding NHL streams into the weekly lineup for Wednesdays and Sundays. We'll also add a Sniper and Elite 5 to join Watch Operations as well. Also, you've got ideas for quite a few games. I've been looking, because I got the PlayStation Plus Extra, not the Deluxe, but the Extra that still has a lot of those games in the catalogue. I had a look through the other day. I was thinking, like, which one of these games should I download as another streaming game? Because all the gaming I do is I just stream everything I do at the moment, so here we go, livery requirements. Okay, well, I can fit those on. Back, I just need to come up with a basic design first. I don't know what to do. Well, GT7 content into YouTube, so I do mostly stuff off stream, separate career mode, so F1 Manager, playing Williams exclusive for YouTube. Yeah, the only thing I do with YouTube is just export my Twitch streams to my YouTube. I've got friends that do YouTube lives. I've got other friends that do like TikTok videos and stuff like that. Been interested in doing that kind of stuff, but I'd have no idea where to start or how to start about editing videos. Classic Ian. Thick line, we'll go thick with the line. Okay. Alright, that's a start. Obviously I can't win everyone, the fact that I've left doing lobby racing, but it feels best for the channel, best for me. Well, that's what you gotta do, you gotta do what's best for you, don't you? If you're not happy, if you're not having fun, if you're not enjoying yourself, there's no point doing it, is there? You wanna do shit that makes yourself happy. It's like me, Gran Turismo. Everything I do Gran Turismo wise makes me happy. I enjoy it so much. That's why it's 95% of my content. We'll do on the top. What should we do? Feels about the right spot. We'll thin it out a bit. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, we'll go with that. Back to the yin, the yellow green. People don't like your choices, know where the door is, know there's generally interested to follow me whichever direction you take. So something. Well, that's it. There's two major things with watching streams or streamers or content, right? Is do you enjoy the person is number one. So like if you click with that person, if you feel like you can chat with that person, even if you don't want to chat with that person, if they're entertaining enough for you, if you get their humor, etc., etc. That's a big one. If that one doesn't gel, you're not going to enjoy the stream at all. And number two, the content they provide. Are you interested in it? Is it something that you like, or are you interested in? And if those two requirements are ticked, then more than likely you're going to enjoy what you're watching. Hey Fig Jam, how you going? Yeah, wide awake. I've got a week to get this livery done, and I figured I'd do it now instead of last minute like everything else I do. Except practice, which I don't do any of that. How are you, mate? How are you going? How about this weekend, watching the Bathurst 12 hour? I have not. I had a busy day today. I slept in, as I do every Saturday, and then I woke up and I had to go to the post office for work. Had to go to Bunnings for work as well and do some tasks, get a few things that were work related. And then I had to go food shopping. Went out with my youngest daughter. We went food shopping. We had some daddy-daughter time, and yeah, and then come home and I've done the lawn and everything. So just chilling, watching some TV on binge. Nice, nice. I've got a couple of shows I'm waiting to watch. I want to watch the newest Grand Tour, the Sand Job they call it. So I want to watch that. And I want to watch the Halo season that's just come out. Make sure he's Bunnings trip, please tell me you went to Bunnings solely for a cheeky snack. No, I didn't. I didn't even realise they had the sausage sizzle on until I walked out from buying, because the side I went in didn't have the sausage sizzle, and didn't even notice it was on the other side till we walked out. I mean, I do like a Bunnings snack. I used to work at Bunnings. I worked at Bunnings for a couple of years. And whenever you'd stand on the front door as people greeter or whatever, it was like torture having to smell those onions and sausages on the barbecue out the front, blowing in the front doors. It was absolute torture. And then you'd get your lunch break and you'd run outside and grab two sausages. Watched The Beekeeper earlier, found it to be a good movie. Yeah, movies, I don't know. I've got a few shows that I've been watching, but movies, I don't know, I'm not interested that much. I'd rather watch a show. I've actually just rewatched all of The Big Bang Theory. So I can watch Young Sheldon. Yeah, you know when you go into Bunnings and there's the person standing right there on with their little green podium, standing there in the middle of the doorway, or sometimes that's not there and they're just standing there off to the side, and they say hello and goodbye when you walk in. That's a position they call the people greeter. Now, you chop and change who people greeter is. Basically, it's 90% of the time one of the people that work the registers. And the way they work it is that someone will be on a register, another person will be watching the self-checkouts, someone will be on the reception desk, and then you'll have a people greeter. And normally they'll go, oh, when the people greeter's time for their break, they'll go, alright, people greeter goes on break, shut that register down, come here. So the service desk is always open, there's always someone on the service desk. But yeah, you have people greeter, and then when you go out into the nursery and you go through the nursery, there's normally two people there. One person's on a register and one person's not. The person that's not, that's saying hi to everyone that walks in, is another people greeter. Now, they chop and change between the register staff and that. And then also, if they're getting super smashed at the front and they need all the registers open, if you're another team member from another part of the store and you're walking past, they might go, hey, can you jump on the door and do people greeter while we clear this line? So then you might get someone else standing there. And their job is simply to say hello and goodbye to everyone, and to point everyone in the right direction when someone walks in and goes, oh, I want a garden hose, and I want a tin of spray paint, and I want some plumbing fittings. And they'll go, aisle 47 for plumbing, aisle 21 is paint there, you'll find the spray cans down the end on the left, and then aisle 19 for garden hoses. That's essentially the Bunnings people greeter position. You're not employed as a people greeter, but you're employed as like one of the the service staff, so the checkout, registers, self-serve, the information desk, which is also your returns desk, and people greeter, and then nursery register and nursery people greeter. Let alone the people at your Bunnings. Your Bunnings doesn't have that. All Bunnings have that, mate. All Bunnings are meant to have that. Maybe they're just standing off to the side and they don't want to talk to anyone, but all Bunnings are meant to have that. We used to get mystery shoppers that would come in and they drill it in your head. You need to say hi to everybody and you need to ask, do you need a hand? So they'd come past and they'd look at me. My name's Matthew. So they'd look at my name tag, and if I didn't say hi to them or didn't offer them advice or whatever, they'd be like, Matthew was working in paint and didn't provide me with the service I needed. And then when they get that feedback, they call you into the office and said, we had a mystery shopper in. Apparently you never said hi, and do you need a hand? That's why when you go to Bunnings, they're meant to. I don't know about you, Fig Jam. It sounds like your Bunnings is pretty chill. You're meant to go there, and they're meant to say, hi, how are you today? Do you need a hand with anything? Or if they're walking down an aisle going off to do something, they're meant to at least smile and say hello to you. Disappointing. Went to my local Bunnings, asked for a left-handed screwdriver, bubbles for a spirit level and a reach around, and they really laughed at me because I said it was important. Yeah, well, I don't think anyone will give you a reach around if you're asking for a bubble for the spirit level or a left-handed screwdriver. Maybe if you walked in and went to the special orders desk and sat down and ordered a kitchen, they'd give you a reach around, but yeah. Good old Bunnings. But yes, that's the gist of Bunnings and what it's meant to do for people. What you're meant to do as a worker at Bunnings. I do recommend it. It's a good job to have. I just didn't like it when I went from being casual to being full-time, because the way that they do their hours are different. So it might be, you might be casual, working really good hours and getting really good pay, and you get paid for every hour you work, which is great. And then you go on to part-time or full-time, a permanent position, and it changes so that you're contracted on to work X amount of hours a year. So if you're contracted to work 25 hours a week, let's say, and you work 30 hours that week, you don't get paid that extra 5 hours. You get that extra 5 hours as time in lieu. So they might come up to you, you're working 30-hour weeks, and you're getting paid 25 hours. They might come up to you in 6 weeks' time and go, you don't have to come in next week because you've got 30 banked hours and we need you not to be in for the budgets. We're trying to save money on budget, blah, blah, blah. That's the way it works. That's what happened to me. They had me on a temporary full-time contract, which was great, and then as soon as I was done in that position and went to a different position, they put me on permanent part-time, but working 35, 40-hour weeks, only getting paid 20, and every month or so they'd give me time off. Now, it might just be the Bunnings I worked at, but they wouldn't give me the time off I wanted. It was at their discretion. But whatever hours you've still got left over at the end of financial year gets paid out to you then at double time. So they like you to not have that many hours sitting there. But yeah, I recommend if you're looking for a casual job, Bunnings is great. Just don't go permanent unless you're happy with going permanent for one, and that whole bank of hours thing, time in lieu. Alright. It clearly isn't it, because they couldn't help me when I was looking for those important items. Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you order a kitchen, you'll get a reach around. And that's another thing about Bunnings is that when you go to that special orders desk, which is in the middle of the store, or I don't know where it is in other stores, but it's meant to be in the middle of a store. When you go to that special orders desk, you can order anything, anything from there. As long as it's not an exclusive item to another store, you can order anything. When I first started there, I got told a story of a guy that lived in the Northern Territory that ordered a helicopter through Bunnings. And where I was working was a beach town, so people were ordering kayaks and crap with Bunnings. We had a BCF around the corner. I don't know why they didn't go to BCF for fucking kayaks, but they went to Bunnings and ordered them through the special orders desk. They call it the endless aisle because there's so much bloody variety and products you can get. Alright, I want to pick a colour now. Let's pick some paint for it. Gotta put a number board on it. Something that goes with the yin. Unless I do a multicoloured one. And run it as my bottom layer. So at the time Bunnings staff are talking all the time, aren't even working especially at special orders desks or in the kitchen or paint section. That's where I started, mate. I started in paint. When I first worked there, the guy came up to me after I did like my orientation and shit and did my register training. He came up to me and he goes, do you have experience in paint? And I went, no. And he goes, would you like to work in paint? Would you like experience? I need someone there. It's, you're probably going to be getting minimum, it'll be casual to start off with, minimum 15, 20 hours a week, more if you're good and you really want it. And I said, yeah, sure. And paint was good. And paint was awesome. People come up to you and say, it's the colour I want. And you go, yep, okay, no worries. Print out the label, put it in the paint machine, depending on what paint machine it is. It's either made automatically or you make it yourself. Stick it in the shaker, it shakes up. There's your tin of paint. See you later. Oh, I need this decking oil, Well, what colour are you after? This. What kind of timber do you have? This. Alright, there you go. There's your options. And then we'd just sit there and talk shit. I used to work with an older lady. Worked with an older lady in paint. She was great. I've got one of the kids coming in, I think. Yeah, give me a second, guys. Yeah, my youngest one's been sitting up watching movies. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I just told her to go to sleep. Oh, parenting for the win. Paint was great. And then from paint, I went to Power Garden. And then I went back to paint. And then I went to the back dock. Hey, Smitty, how you going, mate? You've jumped in on a dual-purpose stream. We're talking about my tenure at Bunnings years and years ago. And we're trying to do a GT Champions livery at the same time. So, yeah, But yeah, Daniel, half the time we did spend talking and bitching about stuff. I worked with this older lady in paint, and I was there one day when she told a customer that they were fucking stupid and don't come back bitching if they go do it, because it was a stupid hot day and really humid. And we recommended don't paint today because it's probably not going to turn out the way you want it to turn out. You'll end up having to do it again. And she was like, oh, it's my only day off. I have to do it today. Blah, blah, blah. And the lady I was working with leant over the counter and went, well, you're a fucking idiot. And don't come back and tell us that we fucked up. Because we told you not to do it today. So if you go and do it today, you're a fucking moron. I loved it. Oh, she was a straight shooter. But yeah, it was a good gig. I do recommend people working there. Just don't go permanent unless it's like full time. What were we doing? Okay. No, not symmetries. There we go. Alright, we're gonna put down a wrap. How are you going, Smitty? What have you been up to, mate? How is life treating Smitty? Trying to find something to put in it, whether it's a pattern on top of the actual paint or whether it's one of those wrap painty things that I've got. Watching sprint cars in Perth, about to do some racing for the last menus and quick nap before Bathurst 12 hour. Nice. Nice. It does sound like you've got shit planned. Hold on, I've got the child is back. She's let the cat in too. Yeah, she's realised that I'm streaming and she's still awake, so she's gonna come in here and try her hardest to stay up all night. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any wraps I like. I'm gonna have to look for them and put our number on here first. There we go. Numbers on. Let's find a design to wrap this car in. It's got to go with our yin colour. don't think that one will work. Yeah, I haven't watched any of the Bathurst this year. I was too busy today. Basically, I turned around at 8 o'clock and went, oh crap, I haven't done dinner yet. No. That is a possibility. Just got to that could work. I don't know. Second thoughts, I'm not really digging it. Let's try one of the ones I already have. I don't know. This is where it gets indecisive and I spend bloody forever trying to figure crap out. I change those lines to green. Well, that requires a colour underneath as well. I've got the cat on my screen. Phoebe, not screen, laptop, come on. Come on, off the laptop. What have you done? What have you done? I don't know why, but she always likes sleeping on my bloody laptop. Don't you, Phoebe? Hey. Alright, let's see. It's really, we don't really have too much else. What about just a plain colour then? Phoebe! Off! Off! Come on! Yes, I know, you enjoy the laptop. But I don't want to search for ooh. Yeah, it's not happening, Phoebes. How do you close that? Jesus, I don't know how to close what you've just pulled up. There we go. No. Yes. You can sit there, you just can't sit on the top of my laptop. Okay, what about a colour shift? What do you want? Maybe the yin yellow's not an ideal colour to use. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Let's just make it white for now. So we'll make it grey. And we will add the arch over the back wheel. Maybe a matte blue would look nice. Yeah, maybe. We'll try it out. Yeah, the blue and the yin, it's going back to the PLE days. I do like the Yeen, it's just, I don't know. I don't know if I'm digging it at the moment in this car. Darker blue, yeah. Just sussing them out. We'll start off at the dark. Oh, they're purple. A half matte. I don't know, I'm going to touch it up a little bit with bits here and there, but I need to figure out this colour before it drives me insane. I'm liking the matte metallic B8 and the B7 chrome. B7 matte, yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that one for now, Figgy. Yeah, that works for the moment. We'll go with that. We'll get some of these required stuff on. We've got the rear. We need our race number. Our race number and category goes on the rear. Actually, make black. I'll try that Yeen and then thicken the edges. Grace, you need to go to bed, please. add our division on there. How's this? I posted in chat before. There's 3 divisions, right? There's Am, Pro-Am, and Pro. And you have a Pro-Am driver starting at the top of the... starting in position 1 of the top division. Which, by rights, should be a Pro lobby, right? But instead, they get little old me punching above my weight. 3 classes, because there's 5 lobbies. There's 5 lobbies, so, what's that, 60, 75 drivers. There was about 80 or 81 drivers that signed up and qualified for the series. Now there's probably about 70 drivers that are still doing it. They based us on class. We all had to qualify and set a time, which put us into a particular lobby. The fastest X amount were classed as pros, the next fastest X amount were pro-ams, and the last X amount were ams. So they used to do each division. There was lobby 1 was division 1, lobby 2 was division 2, etc, etc. Now the way it works out is the first lobby and a half, lobby and 3/4 are pro drivers, and the next couple of lobbies are pro ams, and the last lobby and 2 are am. That was because I think they got sick of having to deal with 5 championship battles and give out 5 prizes for it. That there is one of the prizes they give out. Your number card, your registered number with your division champion on it. This one's last year's series, and this is division 4, so you got to remember they'll give out 5 of these. Now they've gone to only giving out 3 of them, and instead of everyone staying in the same lobby, now it used to be if you qualified for lobby 2, that's the lobby you stayed in the entire series. And then they did reverse grid races based off your fastest lap. So they wanted the faster drivers to start from the rear and the slower drivers to start from the top, to give the slower drivers the better chance and give the faster guys a bit of a challenge to try and get through everyone. Now they've changed it so that you're qualifying, you can change lobbies. There's higher points in lobby 1, lower points in lobby 5, but you can change lobbies based on your fastest lap from the race before. And the fastest person out of everyone starts in position 1, second fastest in position 2, slowest at the bottom of the last lobby, or people that missed out on rounds at the bottom of the last lobby. So it is a bit of a change up from what they used to do. So this is the first season that they've got the 3 divisions rather than just each lobby is its own division. And so we started off towards the bottom of lobby 2, which made us a Pro-Am driver. Like, we're in the top, I think we were one of the first few Pro-Am drivers to be classed. Round 1, round 2, we were in lobby 2, but towards the top end. And then since then, I've been in lobby 1 ever since. I've been setting some really fast times. That's kept me in lobby 1. So normally the way it works out with a full lobby, so the streamer takes up a spot and then there's 15 people. The way it's been working out is 9 or 10 of those people are pro drivers. There's maybe 1 am driver in there and the other ones are pro-ams. And then with points, finishing 12th in lobby 1 is like equivalent to finishing 1st in lobby 2. So this is, I'm leading the Pro-Am Championship by a couple of points. I'm having a real good battle with one of the guys there called HPR. and us both being in lobby 1 constantly has made us pull away from the rest of the pack for Pro-Am. So even if I have a crappy race next race and I get shoved in lobby 2 with less points, I'm still not going to drop back to 3rd at all. Probably for the rest of the season, as long as I'm in lobby 1 or 2. So I'm having a really good battle there. What else needs to... I'm just kind of forgetting what needs to go on the cars, because I haven't done a livery for this for so long. I've had other people doing my liveries as part of a team, which has fizzled out, but that's a whole nother story. We will make our spoiler black. Oh. Paint. And put our trademark ass-kicking flag from The Simpsons. Go lay down. Sounds like they're sorting a way for everyone to have a chance at a podium. Well, the old way used to be better in my eyes, in my opinion, because you won't have people chopping and changing lobbies. You had the same group of drivers racing each other for 12 weeks or however long it took. Yeah, if they found that in the first 2 or 3 races you were absolutely smashing the competition, that they'd move you up to a higher division. I will give it to them, what they've done with this whole fastest lap from the race before qualifying for the next round, is that all the races I have done and been a part of, there are some really good battles. And what the problem they were having was people would qualify for Division 1 in Lobby 1, and after half a season they wouldn't show up, because they knew they weren't top 5 material for Lobby 1. So you'd find Lobby 1, 15 people in it the first 2 weeks, and then 14, 13, 10, 8, all of a sudden there's only 6 people in Lobby 1 halfway through the season. And they wanted a way to keep their lobbies full and to keep the racing close, and the racing has been close. It's been very close. It's actually been a lot closer than I was anticipating it was going to be when they brought this whole fastest lap qualifying thing in. Which is really good, like for spectating and watch, because I watch the races after I race them. I watch the races straight after, and there's normally a bit of a lull in there when because people are not battling all the time, but when they are battling, the start of the race and the end of the race, it's on. It's bloody on. And they're 2-hour races too. You get this pit window in the middle of the race where you can change your tyres and take fuel, but they're like proper 2-hour races. You got to try and find a way to make tyres last 50 minutes. Which on the racing softs does not work, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, it's a 2-hour race. You get a 20-minute pit window right in the middle of the race. If you pit outside of that, you get heavy penalties. You can pit to fix damage, because it's on heavy damage. You can pit any time to do that. It's good. The only thing is that it's Sunday mornings for me. I'm in Victoria, so on the east coast of Australia, well, all of Australia, it'll be Sunday mornings. It works out to be 11 o'clock at the moment, but when daylight savings changes, that changes. When their daylight savings starts and changes, it changes. Poor Smitty, I don't know if he's still here, but poor Smitty used to have to get up at 5 in the morning for him at one point. So if you're free on Sunday mornings, I highly recommend it. It's a good test of your skill. It's a good way to learn how to save tyres and fuel better. The refuel rate's set at 1 litre per second, so it's really crucial to stay on pace and to save fuel. What were we doing? But yeah, if you want, it's in the name of my stream, GT Champions. If you just type GT Champions into YouTube, you'll be able to watch a few of their races. This is for the World Cup. They've got other series racing on iRacing and ACC as well, I believe. But we're doing the GT Champions World Cup. They are some really good test of your skill races. So if you jump on their YouTube and have a look, it'll kind of show you what you're in for. Yeah, right. There we go, that's better. Alright, so that's the livery requirements done. There are a couple of little ones to put on still, but I've got more freedom of where I can put them. Right. First, figure out where I'm gonna put a street to track in a few places. Yeah, well, their sign up, I'm not sure if they're going to have anybody else in for this season, because I think it's only 3 rounds left, but they're doing rounds every 2 weeks. I can give you an invite to their Discord, and you can find out. But yeah, they generally do this twice a year, the World Cup. So once this one's finished, they'll have a break for a couple of months and they'll do it again. Where are we? What's your Discord handle, Fig Jam? Is it ZFG Figgy? It looks like it. Because I'll send you the link into their Discord and you can check it out. The DTM race on Monday was an eye-opener. I haven't done the DTM. Um, I have not done the DTM at all. I did do some of the GT4 series, the one before they had the DTM, where they'd made the road cars the GT4s. But with the tuning and stuff, I was like a fish out of water. I had no idea. I had to ask I had to ask Banana for help because he ran a similar, he ran the same car I ran a season earlier, and he banged out a bass tune for me to use, and I was like, yeah, I was struggling. There were cars I wanted to use and I just couldn't because they just weren't on the pace. And then when I did find one that was on the pace, it was like destroying the fuel and tires. So just, yeah, finding one that was a nice balance and coming up with a good tune was a struggle. Um, I have seen with the DTM that the Mercedes seems to be the car of choice for tuning, and the BMW is more of a strap yourself in and ride the wave kind of deal. I wish I had more time. I wish I had more time for more street to track events, but as it stands, some days I work late, some days I'm really tired when I get home from work from being super physical. But I've just sent you the Discord link for GT Champions. What was I doing? How'd you go in it, by the way? Are we in other? We are in other, so we want front. Yeah, apparently there's like a sweet spot with the suspension. And if you can get the suspension and the camber and all that crap, if you can hit the sweet spot with that, it's just going to be a matter of doing the aero and the power. Came third, went in blind, stuffed up quali, ended up race 2. Eventually got a tune working for me. Came third. It's pretty good, man. A podium's a podium, even if it is race 2. I didn't see it, but I heard that there were basically 2 mostly full lobbies both nights. Street to track. Just bear with me a couple of minutes. go. Alright, he was first but went off around lap 9 and trying to catch up. Oh, it sucks. That sucks, dude. It's always heartbreaking when you're coming first and then all of a sudden you're fucking not. Make those vents. Making the other part white. No, good. What else is on here? The back vents. Need to fiddle with your LSD and raise the car. Yeah, we always go super low. We always go super low with the suspension, but it is better to have it a bit higher most of the time. I remember there was a supercar series I was doing with Motor Motion, and some of the guys running the Camaro, not the Mustang, but the Camaro, were running the rear ride height was a bit higher, so the cars were like that rather than flat. They were doing rake. I also found that doing the tuning stuff in the GT4 series with tyre wear, I was running basically my anti-roll bar in the front was set at 1, and to put the natural frequency down. The natural frequency can kill your tyres if you've got it too high. It was lower to begin with, but wasn't getting a rotation. Yeah, it's the other thing, scrubbing and rotation, camber, all that crap. It's too much for me. Have I got a new Discord? I mean, yes. A while ago. Quite a while ago now. But yes, I changed. Basically, I had a phone break, and I only had Discord on my phone, and the email it was attached to was basically hacked and I've lost access to, and I've tried to retrieve it from Microsoft, but they ask you a billion questions, and if you don't get the questions right, you can't get it back. And one of the questions I keep getting wrong is like the last 5 people I've emailed or whatever, and I'm like, bitch, I don't email people, like, fucking, except for job interviews, and I don't remember half the places I did. So I had to create a new Discord, yes. Had to create one with a new email and all that stuff because I didn't have access to the old email, so I couldn't get my password sent out to me, and it was just a whole headache. But yes, I did get a new one. Actually, we might go with the yellow toe. I can't change the colour on that either, otherwise it'd black outline double. And then in the rear as well. That's not other, that is body. Alright, street to track on the back. Why do you ask about the Discord? Did you message me on my old Discord and I haven't responded to you? Because if so, I'm sorry I didn't see it. Yes, you did. Oh, sorry, dude. Sorry, yeah. The one I messaged you off just before is the Discord I've been using for a little while now. Right, now let's whack some sponsors on the car. Actually, I might wait to put that one on. Well, first and foremost, we've got to put juiced on there. Somewhere. Let's see if that works there. Is there anything in particular that you messaged about that you needed a response from, or how long ago was it? Was it too long ago to worry about, or should I worry about it? Oh, that's right. It's missing part of the decal. Don't now have to fit in manually. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. All good. I was worried it was like something like we'd had an incident, or you wanted you wanted a hand with getting into a series or something that you were hanging out for a response from me. What am I doing? I'm confusing myself. There we go. There we go. Juice Motorsport. Alright, now Juice is on the car. We'll get some of the other. They're back, gonna refresh. Twitch is bugging out. Yeah, all good, mate. All good. Yeah. Alright, that's that. We'll change the windshield banner. Might go a bit thicker with that. That's better. Alright, we got straight to track. We've got juice. We'll do body. Figure out where to put some of these. For next week. So they're doing it every 2 weeks at the moment. So this is me getting this car done for next Sunday. Otherwise, next Saturday night, I'll be doing the same thing, going fuck, gotta get a car done. And that way, if I do it now, I can actually spend a bit more time on it than I actually would. Worry about the bonnet after. So the way it works out for the rest of the series as well. So this will be for round 9. We have round 9 is this car. Round 10 is the Group 4 Audi TT Cup, nice, and that's at Goodwood. This one's going to be St. Croix A, so 2 hours of St. Croix. Round 10 is the Audi TT Cup, Group 4. Round 11 is the Genesis X at Watkins Glen, the Group 3. So that'll be a good one. I'll enjoy that one. And the last round is Lasarth in the Ford GT LM Race Car Spec 2 Group 3. Excuse me. So yeah, there's still a whole week until the next race. So if you jump in, the 2 people you want to talk to if you're thinking about signing up for the rest of the season, if you want to, is a guy called Presidio Dog and another guy called Venom. RWB Venom, RWB Presidio Dog. If you feel like you want to do the series, they're the people you talk to. Unless you just want to wait and watch and see what it's like. and then decide on next season. But if you want to try and get in this season, they're the two guys, or you just go down to the World Cup channel if you've got it, or even in the general chat channel, and just be like, hey guys, I've got a friend that does World Cup. I was thinking of doing it. What do I need to do? And they'll probably put you in the bottom of. You'll probably start in the bottom of lobby 5, and go from there. It is. I highly recommend the series. What was I doing again? I don't remember. I highly recommend the series. It's a good series. So, if you've got time on Sunday mornings, it depends where you are too. It's 11 o'clock for me on the eastern seaboard of Australia. So that'll be 10 o'clock in Queensland. That'd be, what, something like 8 o'clock, 7 or 8 o'clock in WA. It'd be like 1 PM in New Zealand. So yeah, wherever you're from, it'll be sometime in the first half of Sunday. We've got detailing group on there now. Where's Pride of the Dragon? In New South Wales. Alright, so it'll be the same time as me. Race starts at 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning. So 10:30 AM is when the lobby opens. I do suggest you practice for it. Don't do what I do and go in blind. That's a me thing. Iron World, how you going, mate? Thanks for the follow. Hey, what's up, man? Searching for people to race. I'm training with my direct drive steering wheel because I want to be a race driver in the future. Nice. So you play Gran Turismo 7? Because if you do, there is 2 groups that I can recommend if you've got Discord or if you've got Facebook. Generally, Discord is the better spot to liaise with other drivers that do series and get involved with stuff. But if you've got a Discord, let me know and I can tell you what you should be looking out for. So there's 2 I can give you on Discord and there's 1 I can give you on Facebook. And that'll be groups of drivers. Yeah, you have Discord? Yeah, okay. You give me your Discord name, your Discord handle in chat. First off, where are you from? Where are you located in the world? What country are you in? Because that will also depend. Like, we're Australian, so I know of 1 American league and the rest are Australian. Pride of the Dragon, that'll be down the bottom. Switzerland, very far away. Very far away, that's fine. So there is one that's run on a Sunday morning for Australia, Saturday night for America. I'm not sure about the time difference with Switzerland. I'm sorry, I don't talk to many people from there, so I'm not aware of what the time difference is. But there's a Sunday league that's an American league that goes with a lot of different countries. And then there's a couple of Australian ones. So I wonder if I've got... Hold on. do. I've got Discord loaded up on the computer. And now to see if I allow links. Hold on, I'll see if my Twitch allows links. Can you guys see that? If you can see that link Iron World, that's one of them that you can get involved with. Hey Automoto, the new livery is going okay. It's very basic so far. I've been chit-chatting a lot of the time, so I'm doing like 5 minutes of livery work and like half an hour of talking. so alright, so that link worked, that came up in chat, right? So if that worked, I will also give you Street to Track. Now these guys, you might not be able to jump on at the same time they race, but it's definitely a very good and helpful community. It's a community that I help represent. If you need help with tuning, if you need help with your racecraft, all that kind of stuff, they are a very, very knowledgeable, good bunch of blokes. So there's that one there. And then yeah, okay. That's them. Try those two. The first one I sent you, GT Champions, they'll 100% let you race at some point. They've got stuff that happens in the middle of the week, stuff that happens on the weekend. And the second one I sent you, Street to Track, they've got racing 5 or 6 nights a week now. But yeah, it just depends on when you're on. Yeah, had a Bathurst 3 hour earlier. How'd you go? How'd you go in that? I didn't. That was the one with like the Mercedes and stuff in it. Yeah, it's February. I've signed up for the next Enduro. I didn't sign up for this one. But how'd you go, Auto? Slowly coming together. Finished 5th overall, started 11th in my race, 2 lobbies. Oh, did you do 1 lobby and then into the next lobby, or was there 2 lobbies altogether? Like that many people that they did 2 lobbies? But 5th overall's pretty good. That's really good. And I mean, I do 2 hours, 2 simultaneously. Nice, so you did a 3-hour endurance race. One was GT3 and the other was GT4. So you just raced for 3 hours straight. I do 2-hour endurance races, and by the end of it, my ass hurts. Combined results. Good work, mate. I do 2-hour enduros, and I mean, it's not that much of a step up going longer, but I'm so sore after 2 hours of racing. Wish I had my controller shitting you. Yeah. See, I've got I'll show you. This is what makes it so uncomfortable for me to race at the moment. I've got this desk. I've got a desk. I built a rig before, so I had a car seat, like a seat out of a Subaru Forester, and then like a frame like Kenty has, but then it had like a little desk built on top of it. Now I've got a nice big desk. It's got space for everything, essentially, and then a little desk here, which is like my laptop, which runs my stream screens and that. So it's a better setup there, But I've downgraded in the terms of that's my seat, and if I put a cushion on it, I don't feel right. And if I don't put a cushion on it, I feel okay until I have to get up, and then my ass hurts like a bitch. Yeah. So yeah, if I put a cushion in it, I find it sits me up a little too much, and I mean, I've made it work. I used to have everything kind of bolted together, and like I used to like sit with my legs out straight. Now I sit up like I'm driving in a van. Even my pedals, they're just loose on the floor. And what stops them from sliding back is an esky. And behind my desk I have a lounge, so that esky is butted up to the lounge. And then my pedals pushed up against the esky. But yeah, that chair is... Yeah, poor bugger. Exactly, that chair is horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible. I cannot wait. I was toying with the idea of getting a one of those comfy office chairs and taking the wheels off it. But I want to build like what Kenty's got at the moment, the rectangle base with a chair bolted on top. Well, it's not what he's got at the moment, what he had when he was racing. And then I can get rid of the fucking esky. I don't need to have the bloody lounge in front of the setup. I'll turn my setup around, I'll change my camera angle and that kind of stuff, but at the moment, just make and do with what I've got. Okay. Alright, that part of that's done. I need to fit Beyond Blue somewhere. Always like to use Beyond Blue on my cars. I just don't like the way this Audi sits with that there like that. Still using the passenger seat from my old rally car from 35 years ago, still comfy as fuck. Nice. Would like a rig, but I'd have to relocate the missus setup. Well, I'm in the garage. We've kind of, where we used to live, I used to be set up kind of in the corner of the lounge room. So I used to have to compete with everyone else. I used to have to kick everyone out of the lounge room to play and stream. That was ages ago. And then we've moved here, and I've set up in the garage. And it's got its drawbacks, like it gets really cold out here sometimes, it gets really hot out here sometimes. If it's a 30-degree plus day, it is boiling in here. There is no airflow, I've got no windows. If I open up a door, someone will let the cat in, and the cat will get out, and she's an indoor cat. So, kind of just hanging in the garage by myself. And we're in the process of like half the garage is storage that I'm looking at. And the other part of it's my rig set up, but all that storage is going to be sorted out. And we've got like a t-shirt press and a cup press and all that for printing stuff on hats and cups, plates, t-shirts, and we're going to set that up as a side hustle, especially for the missus, because she's now at home with no kids through the day. All my kids are now at school this year, so we're going to set that up on that side of the garage, and on this side's going to be my rig, and we're already calling the garage the office. Because this is where I work when I'm not at work, and this is where she'll be working. So I'm lucky enough that that is going to be my missus setup. I feel as though, and I'm also lucky enough that my missus is a gamer as well, so I don't have to compete with things or whatnot. It's just, you know, if she plays all night. Oh, we rent. Mate, I've got no education and 4 kids. We rent. I don't know whether to go the big Beyond Blue, but what's throwing me is how it doesn't look good from anything but the side. So I think we're going to have to put Beyond Blue somewhere else. Possibly there. Yeah. Try there, see how that goes. Alright, so we got the RWB and High Pre on there too. We got our number board. I'm just thinking I haven't left anything off that I should be putting on. Just got to figure out something for the big sponsor to put on the side. Whether I just use the black areas to put sponsors and try and put some kind of pattern in the blue bit, or if I get rid of the juice to motorsport and put a big juice there. Says juice. What throws me about the car is that when it's on the side, I can deal with it not looking good, but that's just more than not looking good. It makes it look munted. How long are you going to be on for, dude? I'm trying to get a couple of hours, not before the 12-hour starts, but I gave up. I don't know, mate. This is, this was what I started an hour and 50 minutes ago, so that would have been me at 12:30 going, oh, I can't sleep. I've got to do a livery before, not tomorrow Sunday, but next Sunday. So oh, fuck it, I'll do it tonight. So I don't know, however long it takes for me to do and finish this livery. I mean, it's already almost 3 o'clock, so I dare say it's probably going to be a little bit. Judging by the amount of rambling and stuff I've done, maybe another hour or 2. Also, rent sucks. Hopefully soon get its kit home. Man, they're amazing kit homes at the moment. They used to be basic bit shit, but now they're like fucking good. The kit homes, they're real good. Some of the ones I've seen, they're so affordable, and they've got such good layouts. We were going to purchase some land a few years ago. We tried to purchase some land a few years ago for really cheap. And we were looking at building a kit home on it, but everything fell through. It all went to shit, and we never ended up doing it. And the money ended up getting spent. So, yeah, I'd like to own. I'd like to build. I'd like to fucking anything. But yeah, we're stuck renting, and I mean it's not too bad. I wish we had another bed. We've got 4 bedrooms. I kind of need 5 bedrooms because I've got 4 kids, and there are 2 teenagers have their own rooms, and the 8 and 6-year-old share a room, and they're a boy and girl. and they're getting on each other's nerves, and they want different things and all that. So I wish I had an extra bedroom. But for the most part, where I live, the western suburbs of Melbourne, 40-minute, 35-minute drive from the city. It's pretty fucking affordable, man. 4-bedroom, modern home, double garage, small backyard, quiet area, all quiet street. Some parts of the area is shit, but you get that everywhere. And it's a lot more affordable than both the places I lived in Sydney. Yeah, so as I said, four beds, double garage. The house is about 10 years old, and I'm paying $410 a week at the moment, and it's about to go up to just shy of $430 a week. But considering I'm, as I said, 30, 35, 40 minutes from the city, there's trains and buses that go to the city from here. I'm about the same, a 30-minute drive from the airport. Like, it's pretty convenient here. I've got everything I need here. You've got shops with like JB Hi-Fi, Big W, Kmart, Woolworths, Coles, Aldi, IGA, every other fucking store, EB Games, you know, heaps of food options here, everything, the only things I'm missing here are like Costco and there's an Office Works that just opened up. Like, the area's got everything in it, and it's really affordable at being $410 a week. Yeah, Auto, I was in Sydney a year and a bit ago, sorry. So not Christmas just gone, Christmas the year before. We had to get out of our property, and we went from living in Port Stephens, which was about 40 minutes north of Newcastle. We went from living there to me, the missus and the 4 kids living in our car. Luckily it was a van, so we had a little bit of space. We've got an 8-seater Nissan Elgrand, so we had enough space for our luggage. It was a pain in the ass for all of us to sleep in, but we had to live out of our van for like a little while, and we went, fuck it, let's go to Melbourne. I grew up here, I grew up in this town. I went, fuck it, let's go back to Melbourne. It's cheaper to do everything with. Let's make a holiday of this shitty situation. So my missus thought, we'll take the long way, we'll drive down the coast, we'll make a holiday of a shitty situation, and when we get there, we'll dig our heels in and make it work, and that's exactly what we did. We got here, sorted out some accommodation. I slept in the van for a while because we had a pet cat, so we couldn't have the cat in some of the accommodation that we had. So I slept in the van for a while. With the cat, partner and the kids stayed in the city for a week, and then stayed in Flemington for a week. So when we got here, we probably spent 2 weeks in the van, and then I spent another 2 weeks in the van. And then it was Valentine's Day last year, so we've been in this property a year now. Valentine's Day last year, we got the keys to the property. Fucking Rasta with a raid. How you going, Rasta? How was your stream? I seen you on Rock Band before. How was it, mate? Auto used to be in Wyndham Vale, mate. I'm in Melton, so I'm in Brookfield in Melton. It's not that bad where I am. It's pretty quiet, but there are a few streets and a suburb that aren't really very good around here. But yeah, I do some work out Wyndham Vale way. I'm doing gardening, landscaping, and maintenance stuff. So we do work everywhere from Melbourne out to Ballarat. Love your streets, I know one. Rasta lives on one of those streets. He's got a drug den not far from him. It's a bit of entertainment for him. He's in the same kind of area that I'm in. But yeah, no, there's shit goes on here, but it's actually a lot better than when I moved away ages ago. Yeah, I'm doing good. I can't sleep. I've got a car to do up for next week's race. I know I'm not going to have time through the week, so I'm doing that now. What about you, Fig Jam? 410's rough, mate. Where I was staying in Port Stephens, to have the same kind of thing I've got here, you'd be looking at spending 750 a week. I mean, it depends where you live. So I think 410 is very fucking affordable for 4 bedroom, 10-year-old home, double garage, quiet part of the neighborhood. Um, Pay 340, but the house is roughly 60 years old. What area are you in? If you're in New South Wales, paying 340, that's that's what prices by the sounds of it. Cowra, that's why if you go out a little bit here, because you're hours from the city. I used to live in Katoomba, mate. I know where Cowra is. So you're hours from the city. That's why it's so cheap. I'm so much closer to the city. You can go out and have a You can go out further to places like Horsham and stuff like that down here, and you'll get a place at a similar price. So it just depends on how close you want to live to everything that you need. Pawn shop has a lease sign. I seen that today. Oh, I was going to message you and I forgot. I was going to send you a picture of it. Yeah, I noticed it's got a leased sign at the bottom of the pawn shop. I drove past, and that lady that works at the lotto place 2 shops down with curly hair was out the front having a cigarette. And I looked over, and then I was like, "Oh, that lady's there having a smoke." And then I see next to her the leased, the leased sign on there, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Finally. But yeah, for those that don't know, me and Ruster used to work together at this pawn shop, and then we got our positions axed when the shop got shut down. You're gonna get a sleeping bag in your resume and sleep there from tomorrow night. all the um all the crack addicts, the junkies, will be out the front of that shop waiting for them to put a new sticker on, hoping it's going to be a second-hand shop. Just get a resume printed out, and every day go and slide it under the door. Slide a new one under the door every day. Change a little thing about it too every day. Really trip me out. But yeah, rent's going up everywhere, Fig Jam. It is what it is. We can't really change that. We just got to kind of accept it. In Haywood, near Warrnambool. Oh yeah, Warrnambool. I know Warrnambool. 4 bedroom brick house with a loft was only 300, but 4 hours from Melbourne. Yeah, that's the thing. Depends. If you want to be metro, you got to pay for it. I bet when it reopens, it's kebab pizza joint, junkies will be asking if they still do it. Mate, they'll be coming. It'll be like those guys that used to come in with the sealed mobile phones and all that shit. And the guy will just look at them and go, "You can have 2 kebabs. I'll give you 2 kebabs for that phone. I'll give you a large pizza. I'll give you a large pizza and a salad for that ring." It'll be food. Pay for your food with your jewelry. Feeding the starving crack addicts of Melton since 2024. Oh, I'm getting overtired and going crazy. Let's put some think on there. Why not? It's a bit of a filler. Something on the back is better than nothing on the back. I'll move it up because we might fit some other stuff underneath it. Geelong's about as close as I want to be to Melbourne, but I do miss living in Belgrave. Well, down here, I mean, I've been back for just over a year now. I went back in Victoria for just over a year now, and before that, I grew up in Melton, basically. I grew up between I grew up between Melton and Penrith. There were the Penrith in New South Wales and Melton down here were the two places I grew up. I lived in Sunshine for a little bit. Now you're talking that was like 17 years ago, but even then I still do not recommend Sunshine back then, and I still don't recommend it now. I wouldn't mind living closer to the city, living in the city even, but it's just way too expensive and not really feasible when you got kids and a family. You know, with the bills and the cost of food especially. Like, we were going to move to Ballarat when we got down here. I was like, I like it. I remember Ballarat used to be nice. Let's go look at Ballarat. Let's see what Ballarat's like. Because while we were living in the van, we were driving around different areas. I was showing kids places, taking them to different parks everywhere, while me and the missus sussed out the suburbs. And we went to Ballarat, and there were just drunk people stumbling in the middle of town, and fucking broken glass everywhere. And then I've read in some places that it's gone to shit, which is expected. The rent goes up in all the areas that are close to the city, so it pushes out all the people that are abusing substance and shit like that. Can't afford the higher rents, it pushes them further out and further out. So we went to Ballarat and we're like, nope, not doing it. But yeah, so grew up in Melton, back to Melton. $28 for one serving of Chinese takeaway at Woodgrove. What the fuck? What are you looking at? Where are you looking at? Because there's that Chinese shop, not the one next to KFC, the one next to that one. They do a large 3 choices and a rice or noodles for like $19, and it's like a big square fucking takeaway thing. That one. I'm confused. I got the missus something from there the other day, and it was $19. $19 something. Oh, it was like $24, but that was because of a drink. Ballarat and Bendigo turned into party towns, gone to shit since COVID. Yeah, well, it is what it is. I mean, I think a big thing about here in Melton is when I grew up here, it was the start of when all the immigrants started moving here, and there was a bit of gang violence that was happening because of that from the side of people that had lived here for however long, racist children and that, and the immigrants coming in not understanding our laws and way of life and stuff, and they were butting heads, and there were violence fucking everywhere. And I've come back here, and there is violence still. Someone got stabbed tonight down in Weir Views. There was a month and a half ago or something, there was a stabbing at Woodgrove and all that, but that's all teenage violence now. And it's not just here, it's like in Wyndham that's happening too, and Tarneet it's happening too, and bloody Epping it's happening too, and it's happening everywhere, like, but it has settled down a hell of a lot from when I used to live here. It basically used to be you never went past the train tracks. If you go past the train tracks, that's Melton South, there's no hope for you. If it's after dark, you're not coming back. Now, as I said, there's like a suburb that's pretty bad, and then there's a few streets in each suburb that are bad, but for the most part, like where I live, I can leave my fucking car unlocked, no one will go through it. You know, like... Yeah, exactly, they're really bad. They're really bad, but you hear about shit happening everywhere. That's the thing, is shit happens in Caroline Springs, shit happens in Plumpton. Shit happens here in Melton, like, it happens everywhere. Guess finding stray rats causing the price of Chinese food to go up. Well, there you go, Ruster. It's inflation. But what did you order that cost $28 and was one server? Are you talking about like one Chinese container serving? Because like, my missus had a box like as big as A4 paper. And you know, like that was like meat there, meat there, meat there, and bloody fucking noodles there. Yeah, without the rice large. Maybe that's why it was more expensive, because they do charge more for not having rice or noodles when you pick meat only. What am I looking for? Yeah, meat only. That's the only thing I can think of it being so expensive. Otherwise, yeah, it's fucked. Price of everything's going up. Better put some fucking Jamco and tyre power on there. I've got place to fit it now. Alright, that looks nice and full now, the rear spoiler. So we've got Think Auto and Fin Space now. We've got to find somewhere on the car floor. Got an Aussie kebab from Melton Seafood, which I've got to demolish soon. Oh, mate, we ordered some takeaway from I'm trying to think. Grilled Hut. Grilled Hut. That's the name of the place. Grilled Hut. We ordered some takeaway there. Their pizzas are pretty good. I recommend their Parma and chips, or Palmy as some call it. Their Parma and chips is pretty good. We ordered a bunch of things from there, and the only thing we didn't like was the surf and turf, because the steak came in its takeaway container half filled of this creamy seafood sauce with the steak sitting in it, and it just didn't taste right. But fucking everything else we had was good. And then there's a place. I'm trying to think of it. There's a place in Grilled Hut is 2 blocks away from you. Yeah, I know, mate. I know, it's close to you. It's real good. You'll get it nice and fresh and hot. Walk there. You won't even have to pay the delivery fee. There's another place. I'm trying to think of where it was. It was a place down south. I'm not sure if it was Lover Kebab or if it was another kebab shop down south, but had the snack pack from there was fucking really amazing, and the missus had a kebab that was good, like a proper kebab, not one of these ones in fucking Turkish bread like some of the places around here. No, it was a proper kebab. But yeah. Smoke and Joe's have massive servings. I haven't been to Smoke and Joe's yet. We haven't ordered from Smoke and Joe's yet. What am I doing? I'm looking for... I'm looking for Think Auto and Fin Space to put on the car now. So there's Think Auto. Can we do a big Think Auto? No, unless we do a Think. Oh, we do a little Think Auto down here. No, that's not going to work. A little Think Auto up here. Yeah. And be right back. No worries, all good, mate. Have to drive all the way to Orange to find a good kebab. Well, that's why you pay more rent, mate. That's what I was saying before about having everything you need around here. When we first moved here, we went from living in an area that had 2 pizza shops, a Macca's, a KFC, which the KFC shut at 8:30, by the way. That's fucking ridiculous. a couple of Asian takeaways, a couple of Indian takeaways. Basically, you'd open up menu log and there was 10 options. Now you open up menu log and there's like fucking 150 options. And I think about where I'm putting this Think Auto. Haywood's so small. The pizza joint and the fish and chip shop are the same place. No delivery, no taxi or Uber, and everything shut by 7:30 p.m. The pub was the only exception, closed by 9 p.m. Yeah, there was I had a friend that lived in Quambatook, which is a little town about 20 minutes out of Kerrang. And in Quambatook they had a post office and a pub, and the pub was also the fish and chip shop, and that also shut by like 8 or 9 o'clock or something. But yeah, you get those things in the smaller towns. Nothing stays open late. While here we're fucking spoiled for choice. Does anyone else get this when they've got favourites in the livery creator and it doesn't load? You've got to like give it a few minutes and then go all the way to the bottom and then go back up the top before things load. Maybe I'll just do a big juiced character and a smaller thing. Used to, I get it. It's always happened to me. If I do it like that, and then I can have a smaller I can put Beyond Blue there on the door instead of having it hanging over to fill up the space. I don't know if I should have that one or if I should do the Blowing Bubbles one. I've got to wait a couple of minutes to do this. I put all these in favourites and they used to work instantly all the time, and then I don't know what it was, but it's been like an entire year of fucking... a bit longer. It was like a couple of months after GT7 came out that it started doing this for me. And if I go down now, it's not going to load them, and we're going to have to go back and out. I've actually got to give it like 2 minutes for it to load. Sometimes a couple of them load. Yeah, I know. I'm just have not gone through and done the changeover yet from all of the favourites to collection. Alright, let's see how this one goes, actually. You know, I should probably go back to the first one I used, but yeah, I definitely need to re-look up all these things I've got it set in the favourites. It's really annoying. Now I'm thinking about his Ruster coming in telling me he's going to eat a kebab and then going, I'll be right back. I know what he's doing. He's going to heat up his fucking kebab so he can eat it. Now I want a kebab. Oh, how's this? I'm stepping up in the world now. I've got a van and it ran out of rego when we came down here. And it's going to cost shitloads to get registered now because the way the Victorian roadworthy works is different to the New South Wales roadworthy. So I'm like, fuck, what am I going to do for a car? I don't have a car to use. Fuck. So we haven't had this car for a while. I have been illegally driving it to go do food shopping and shit to get to work, which is local. But yeah, now I've been given by the company I work for one of the work utes that they've got here, because A, they can trust me because I have a brain. A lot of people don't, but A, they can trust me, and B, because they don't want me illegally driving anymore, so they're like, here, have this work ute. I'm like, oh, thanks. Oh look, Ruster's back. I just said a few moments ago, I don't know if you heard me. All I can think about is you came in, you said you had a kebab, but then you were like, I'll be right back, and I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. He's gone to heat up his kebab. Now I want one. Let's see if should we change the colour to Yeen? looks good. Purple's got the shine on the bubbles. I won't really have the shine. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Best worker ever. If you talk to me after midday, I'm the best worker ever. That's what it was like. I get there and hook in now. You know, we drive to the first job. If I can make my day quicker, because the way it works for me is I get into work. I've got a phone, a work phone, and it will have you're at this place from 7:30 to 8:30. This place from 9 till 9:30. This place from 9:45 till 10:45. This place from 11 till 12. So some days I've got 5 jobs on. Some days I've got 8 jobs on. So I look at that and go, let's try and smash this job out. If we can finish this job, if I can finish every job 10 minutes early, that's an hour earlier I finish in the day. So I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm still on your reference. Yes. I got a whole bunch of emails. Yes, no, not yesterday, day before. I got like 6 emails going, oh, we're sorry, you haven't been accepted for this position. And I'm like, bitch, I applied for that. I applied for that position like 4 months ago, 5 months ago. Like, too bad if I was sitting here really sweating on that job. Like, but yes, you were. I think you were down as a reference. Actually, I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know. But if you need me to be a reference for you, that's fine. Actually, no, you were a reference for at least one job. I'm still hung up about these bubbles. Ooh, black. Black. I feel like the yin, because that's the colour it already is on the car. You're gonna have a cold shower and hit that Aussie kebab. Fuck you. I want a kebab now. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna leave the juice character on there like that. I don't even know if that's the juice character I want. I want either that one or the one doing the handout, just to fill that space up. Now we can put Beyond Blue on the car. Not that one, the white one. Love you, streets, bro. Have a good night. You too, man. Enjoy your shower and kebab. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for raiding me, mate. Go and enjoy your kebab. Yeah. 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 I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck to put here. Maybe that makes I gotta take other decals off. That's fine. Maybe the juiced. Maybe the juiced. And then get rid of juiced motorsport. Decisions. What to do? What to do? Finish 6 of 8 beers, 2 more beers, then kebabs, swim in that garlic sauce. Oh, mate. Just make sure you tie your dreadlock to something so you don't drown in it. Russ has got these dreadlocks. They go right down to the floor. They drag along behind him as he walks. So just make sure you tie some of that up to something so you don't fucking go face down into the garlic sauce and drown. Oh. Yeah, right. Let's find something to put here on the side. Seriously. That's all I can think about right now. There's two things. There's you like that in the garlic sauce, or there's you like that asleep, tied up. Because I know what you like. I know you get to like this time of the night, you're like, I'm gonna game, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then you play Rock Band and sit there asleep at the drums. Drags on the floor as he walks along. Yeah, well that's what it does, right? Unless you've trimmed them, that's what they do. I mean, you do try and tie it up like a wedding dress. Yeah, mate, that's the train. No, that's what they call that with wedding dresses. They call that the train. But for you, it's just your hair. Red mist racing it. I don't know. I don't like anything on the side of this car. I don't like anything on the side of the car at all. Yeah. I don't know. I am literally I'm stuck. It's like fucking artist or writer's block. I am stuck and I don't know what to put on there. I'm gonna go through and try like bloody every fucking decal I have. That's not big enough. I do want to put Beyond Blue on there, but I don't like it. There's Black Dog Institute. Oh, maybe that. Maybe that. And then I'll get rid of Juice. Put a different one on there after. But let's sort this shit out first. Black Dog Institute. That's what's going on there, with the little black dog underneath. Alright. Black Dog Institute. Now I'll put the other juiced logo, because I didn't like... Oh, fuck it. You know what? We're going to do it now. We are going to do it now, like Auto said. I'm pretty sure it was Auto. Yeah, it was. We're going to add them to our collection, so I don't have to sit there and do that fucking shit anymore. Ooh. This is one I haven't got. Sleepy Juice, we use him a bit. I dare say it's 3:30 now. I don't think I am going to sleep. Alright, and I've got that one. Got everything I need. I don't need the names, I don't do the names. That one I'll take, I don't have. That one I'll take. Juice Motorsports. Okay. Ah, loaded straight away. How much better is that? Haven't used this character before, so we'll use this character. 3 or 4. No, my favourites collection. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. I need something for in between Hyperi and the Black Dog logo. I need to put Black Dog Institute somewhere else on this car. Let's see if we can find it written differently. Oh, no, not that one. I'm a bit too eager with the buttons. I can't see that other one under my camera. Alright, that'll do. Alright, let's see what this one I couldn't see is. Oh, why do I do this to myself? It's easier. Oh, it's like a gradient fade on it. There we go. Alright, that's that. Now something on the side here. Alright, it's coming together. It's coming together. Right. So I can get rid of the other Beyond Blue, the white Beyond Blue. Put something else there. Maybe that's where I'll put Think. Okay. It's taking a really fucking long time. I want to do something about this spot here, there, and there. we've got this spot here, we've got to put something. Maybe something little here. Alright, we'll start with the bonnet. We can put juiced there. The juice to the juiced motorsport. Not the juiced motorsport. We'll put the yes, that one. Bit of colour. Alright, we'll put some small tyre power above the fin space. Jesus. There we go. It needs more jam coat, that's what it needs. That's what I'm going to stick there actually. I'm actually going to go That might not be the right place to put that. Something small here. Still in body, that's why it's not working. Okay. Overflow motors isn't on there yet. Neither is Twitch. Alright, I'm getting somewhere. Up here needs something. What happened to the Pride of the Dragon? When we had, unless I just totally missed. There it is. There it fucking is. I was looking for that one before. Alright. Now we're getting close to being done. This has been 45 minutes of livery design and 2 hours plus of talking shit. Now I know I've already got one on the back there, but we are going to get the roof done now, which is going to be a bigger break the stigma one. There we go. Alright, almost done. Now, I wonder... I was thinking of putting a fade on it, but we might just leave it blue. Just got to fill some space up on the back now. looks like, so it needs to kind of work with that curve. Overflow is what we haven't put on yet. That's not going to work there. But it should work here. Oh, we're so close. It's that last 5%. That's not gonna work. Don't think any of them are really gonna work. I'm starting to really feel this seat hurting me now. I don't know. Not 100% happy with it, but it will get the job done. I suppose that'll do. The only other thing I can think of, what's that called, that fade? Oh, just look it up. Nope, it does not. It does not work. I don't know. That's what it hasn't got on it. It's an Audi and it hasn't got any Audi decals on it. Not that I've got any space to put them. That'll do. That will do. Actually, I'm going to add That'll do. Mirrors, should they be black? Blue, I think they should be black. Right, that's the photos to submit the livery. I've done that. Michelin stickers. I'm gonna go with those ones. Just quickly. No, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Oh, done. Dunsky. Well, it's 4:15 in the morning here. And I'm just having a look and seeing who is online that we can raid out to. Well, we're sticking to Gran Turismo. Listen, I haven't really got anyone on here, and honestly, I'm too tired. Said I wasn't going to sleep tonight, but as you can tell by the yawning, I don't think I'll stay awake tomorrow. Well, yes, apply this design. Alright, there we go. There it is. I'll do a quick livery. It'll take an hour and a half. 3.5 hours later, here we are, finally finished. We'll get this roulette ticket while we're on. Is that 10,000? Yep, 10,000. Alright, it's done. Thank you guys for coming along. Thanks Rasta for the chat and the raid. Thanks to like Automoto and Fig Jam for jumping in and having a chat with us tonight. Thank you to Iron World for the follow. Hopefully you can find some things you're chasing in those discords. We had Daniel K come in as soon as the stream started. Thank you to him. Thank you to Smitty, who dropped by while he was waiting for the Bathurst to start. Thank you everyone, and we will be live again tomorrow. I don't think I'm doing race director duties for Sector 1. I'll have to double check. I'm pretty sure I'm not, so if I'm not, I'll be doing round 1 of Street to Track Supercars, and we're not fighting for a championship, we're just racing in it. We're only going to be able to do like half the races anyway, not even half the races, so we'll just jump in and do what we can. Alright, thanks guys.